With Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Well, hello, everybody. We've made it to the very end of the New York Islanders season. It's game 82. I was hoping this game was going to have some meaning today, but Montreal kind of ruined it. They spoiled it. They clinched yesterday by winning. So this game is completely meaningless. It's a bit of a swan song for the Islanders and, I guess, Blue Jackets. I'd rather be the Blue Jackets, though. They have a bright future ahead. But for us Islander fans, this is a night where we can watch our boys one last time for the year and kind of vent out our feelings about how we think this season has gone, the direction of the team. Are you happy with it? Are you not happy with it? I will, of course, give my opinion as well, but I'd love to know your thoughts at home. Also, if you just don't care and want to predict the score, let me know as well. Who do you think is going to win this game? Blue Jackets and Islanders. It's probably going to be the Islanders because ideally, I feel like each fan base wants their team to lose so they get a better draft pick. As an Islanders fan, yeah, I'm not going to root against my team. I just can't do that. If we lost, I wouldn't complain, but I do think we'll win because whenever this team, I feel like when the games don't matter, they always win. When the games do matter, they lose. So I do think the Islanders will win. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we got a shutout tonight. But Hogberg is in net, so I definitely don't think that's going to happen because he is not good at all, Marcus Hogberg, but I digress on that, and we'll get to lineups here shortly. But I do welcome everyone who's tuning in to the Hockey Podcast Network. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Smash the like button as well. Follow us on our social media handles at HockeyPodNet. It's the Insta and Twitter. Want to check me out on Twitter at Grant Akeem is my Twitter handle. At Grant_Akeem is the Instagram, or the gram, as the kids say, and Tickety Talk at Grant_Akeem. You can catch me doing lots of belly dancing, twerking, all that stuff on the TikTok, so you can head there if you want. Right, let's get the stats up here. Get your predictions in. The game has started. You haven't missed a thing, folks, so don't you worry. I'm sure many of you at home were very worried, but you haven't missed a thing. We're still scoreless, 0-0, 12:35 to go in the first. We're in Columbus, everybody. In Columbus for this one. They're wearing their alternate Blue Jackets jerseys. It has like the cream shoulders, the cannon logo. I actually like these quite a bit. They're good alternates. I like these more than the Stadium Series one. I wasn't a fan of that one. And what a crazy season it's been for the Eastern Conference. I thought Detroit was going to get in this year. They flopped. I thought Columbus was going to get in. They flopped until the very end. I thought the Islanders would get in, but injuries really hampered us. I don't even know with injuries if you would have got in. Without the injuries, you would have got in or not. But yeah. Also, I think something that we could do tonight, all the playoff matchups are set. So that's something fun that we could do is make a bracket on NHL.com. Do like a nice community bracket, and we'll see how it does. If no one participates, it'll just be me creating my bracket, which is fine too. But I thought we could do that maybe after this first period, do a little bracket challenge thing and see what everyone's picks are. And we will be live for the Stanley Cup playoffs, which start on Saturday. I'm probably going to pick a game this weekend as well to do, but lots of content for hockey this weekend upcoming. I'm excited for it. get to some comments. Get to the comments, Grant. Yes, let me know who wins, everybody. Who's going to win this one? We got all the lights working. I got the Islander lights. I got the spotlight going on the Islanders logo. The love signs lit up. It's all going off today. We've got batteries and everything. Had to make sure everything looked pristine and ready for this one. And it was a nice day. I went outside at about 12 today. It was nice and sunny. And then all of a sudden at like 3 o'clock, it just got really dark and rainy. Now it's a bit of an overcast sky, so can't really see the sun anymore, which is sad, but get some light in. I always get to get natural light in. Danielle Barry says afternoon. What is up, Danielle? Hope you're doing well. Daniel, I didn't mean to call you like a girl, Danielle. I don't know why I said that. Danielle. That's funny. Just changing a syllable or two makes it a feminine name. So you have Daniel and then Danielle. Just changing that in the E makes it feminine. Interesting. I just figured that out. Jared says, yo, Grant, what's up, Jared? Denver lost to Western Michigan, which is crazy. I mean, it is. I thought Denver was going to win because usually what happens when a team beats a team in the conference tournament, if they end up playing each other in the NCAAs, whoever won the previous game usually loses. It's hard to beat a team twice in a season like that. But Western Michigan did. Ironically, both times were in double overtime. So it's crazy. Western Michigan, it was just their year. I think they played like 3 or 4 overtime games in the playoffs to win the national championship. So they were getting the bounces this year. Glad they won it. That's a very up and coming program. It's not really well known in college hockey. Here we go. Oh, Simon, you need the puck, buddy. It's not really known. Western Michigan, they've always been known as kind of a hardworking blue collar team. But this year they did a great job with the portal and recruiting. It's kind of how college hockey's going right now. It's the portal, the transfer portal. That's not how it used to be. And I don't know if I like the transfer portal. I'm not a big fan of it, but it is what it is. But yeah, shout out Western Michigan for winning. That's very impressive. Congrats. Kalamazoo, Michigan. Shout out Kalamazoo. Jared says Blue Jackets 3-2 in overtime. There we go. I never said my prediction. It will be Islanders. It will be. How about we go for a 2-1 win for the Islanders? 2-1 win. Low scoring. I think that's a safe bet here. Also, shout out to the 2 guys in Columbus. They're dressed like referees behind the net. You'll see it on the broadcast. It's pretty funny. I always love supporting the referees. Looks like a good crowd in Columbus as well for a meaningless game. Already didn't mind. Donnell says, what is up, sir? What is up, Donnell? Hope you're having a good, what's today? Thursday night. Thirsty Thursday. If you celebrate, happy Thirsty Thursday. I always loved Thirsty Thursday when I was on campus for college because all the girls and I guess guys go to bars too. I don't know how Thirsty Thursday works, but everyone goes to the bars. So I always worked out at the campus gym around like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And normally it's pretty packed around that time because it's like post-dinner, pre-bedtime. So it's pretty busy on campus. But on Thirsty Thursdays, the gym was dead. So I always loved it. That's why I love Thirsty Thursdays, because the gym was always empty. So I could use all the machines and whatnot I needed to without waiting. It was really nice. So yeah. And Fridays were pretty dead too. But especially Thursdays, Thirsty Thursday. So if you celebrate Thirsty Thursday, there you go. I celebrate Thirsty Thursday by drinking water and watching hockey. That's how I do it. Jared says, I have Jets versus the Panthers in the finals. There we go. Oh, boy. Boone Jenner missed the net like a prat. But yeah, we can do our brackets together after this period ends for sure. We'll do it. Oh, he missed. Jenner missed again. What's he doing, Jenner? Hit the net. Top 10 best Pokemon. Lara and Zachary Kuntz says hi. What is up? Top 10 Pokemon. Love it. I'll call you Pokemon. Donnell, everyone has said the best playoff matchups are Stars, Avs, Lightning, Panthers, Maple Leaf, Senators, and also people are thinking that Canadians can upset the Capitals. It could happen. If the Washington Capitals won the President's Trophy, I would have said yes, Montreal would upset. But since they didn't, I think that series is going to go to 5 games and Washington's going to win. The Jets, on the other hand, I think the Blues could upset. The President's Trophy curse is real. Blues are hot. Renski hits the post. I don't know how Columbus does not have a goal this game. Have they not scored? But yeah, I think the Blues could upset. So I'm excited though. I really am excited for the Battle of Ontario, Toronto, Ottawa. I've never really witnessed that in a playoff game in my life, playoff series in my life. So that'll be fun to watch. The Battle of Florida, Tampa, and the Panthers. But yeah, I'll let you know what I think when we go through the brackets, because I think that'd be fun to do as a community. Denali says, why don't you stream more on your main channel? Well, Denali, I've been very swamped with schoolwork and work outside of school. And then I'm doing streams here. I've been filming quite a bit of like reaction videos to the Ricky Gervais show, which has been really fun to do. And doesn't take a whole lot of time to film those really. So that's been fun. And yeah, and I've also been working on, because my degree in college is health and wellness with like a little slight like holistic twist to it. I've been working on making another channel where I can make like a podcast style or just videos about health, stuff that I'm passionate about. So I've been doing lots of behind the scenes work on that, making like the logo for it and getting the channel set up. It's going to be called the Moksha Mindset, and just basically helping everyone live their best life essentially, and making sure you guys are amazing humans. That's kind of the aim of the show that I'm going to start. So a little bit of insider information there on me. But that's kind of what I've been doing. So I'm super passionate about the health and wellness stuff. So, and I'm almost graduated with a bachelor's. So lots of knowledge up here that I want to pass on to a lot of other people. So that's kind of what I've been doing. But yeah, once the school year ends, I will have lots of more time in the summer. So hopefully I can do more gaming streams and all that stuff, because I miss playing the video games and just dicking around on GTA and whatnot. So once the school year ends, I will have more time. Jared says, I had Penn State winning it all. I did too. I thought Penn State was going to win. They were the hottest team in college hockey. I thought they were going to get it done. Got to the semifinals, which is pretty impressive though for Penn State. But it's crazy. The Big Ten has been around for like over a decade. No national championships for the Big Ten. It's quite surprising. It's mainly been NCHC and Hockey East, NCHC, and the ECAC, like the Quinnipiac Conference. I think that's ECAC. Pokemon says Islanders 2-1 final. Oh, there we go, Pokemon. We're on the same wavelength there with our predictions. Islanders power play, by the way, was 6:50 to go in this one in the period. The Islanders power play is 12.6%, which is second to last in the National Hockey League. So odds are we are going to score here. Jared says, I do the same water and hockey for Thirsty Thursday. Yes. No shame, no judgment either if you drink on Thirsty Thursday. No shame. I just don't drink. Okay, I wonder what the Urban Dictionary Thirsty Thursday meaning is, because I really never got an explanation what it is. I just assumed everyone just went to the bars. But I never went to the bars when I was on campus. So according to Google, Thirsty Thursday is a popular term, particularly among college students and in bars, that refers to Thursday as a day to celebrate the upcoming weekend, often involving drinking alcohol and partying. It's sometimes seen as the new Friday due to fewer classes and more opportunities for socializing. Some bars and restaurants also use it as a theme night for special drinks. So the problem I have with that is if you get hungover, I still had classes on Fridays when I was on campus. So you're going to be hungover on Friday. So wouldn't you rather drink on a Friday night so you can have the weekend? I don't know. See, when I was in college, I think I've shared this story before. When I was on campus, it was Halloween night. I got drunk. I had a hockey game the next day. We were traveling to Kentucky, of all places, to play Eastern Kentucky University. And I was hungover. And I texted my mom, like, hey, do you have any remedies to help with a hangover? And she said, oh, yeah, you can exercise. So I went to the campus gym and I ran probably like 3-4 miles. And that actually helped a lot. I actually ended up getting a goal and an assist that night in Kentucky. So maybe getting hungover the night before a game works. I don't know. But yeah, that good times. I definitely miss being on campus, but we never did lineups. Let's do lineups because I don't even know who's in net for Columbus. Greaves, never heard of him. Greaves is in net for Columbus. Marchenko, Monahan, Jenner, Johnson, Fantilli, Van Riemsdyk, Olivier, Sillinger, Voronkov, Danforth, Williams, Corrali, Fabro, Orensky, Provorov, Matejchuk, Goodbranson, Harris, and then Greaves in net. Islanders, Lee, Horvat, Palmieri, Siplikov, Pajot, Holmstrom, Enval, Sezikis, Fashing, Martin, McLean, Gatcomb. Could be Matt Martin's last game as an Islander. We had a nice ceremony back on Long Island. That was very special for Matt Martin. Hopefully it's not his last game ever, but big fan of Matt Martin. We have Riley and Boquist, D'Angelo Mayfield, Perunovic and Dobson, and then Hogberg and net from the Islanders. There we go. Quick lineup today. I totally forgot to do that. Donnell, I see you wearing the Islanders Fanatics Sorokin away jersey. Let me ask, do you have other Islander jerseys in Adidas and Fanatics? Yes. Do you want me to show you? I can show you quick. Let me grab them. So I probably have the most jerseys for the Islanders because they're my favorite team, as you could tell. So this is one of the first Adidas ones I got. It's the Climalite version. Letty. There we go. Love this one. I wore this one during the 2 East Finals runs, so it has meaning for sure. And then their alternate one, they don't wear this anymore, which I don't like. This is probably one of my favorite alternates. Like, I love this so much. Why don't they wear this anymore? It looks so nice. But this is Adidas Climalite. If you're a jersey nerd, back Letty, my favorite player. I'm so sad we got rid of him. I'm so sad. But there you go. And then this one, I went to New York this past September, and I went to the NHL store, and I was like, it'd be really fun to get a Sorokin jersey. So this is from the NHL store, one of the Fanatics versions. There you go, Sorokin. But yeah, that's about everything. Oh, I do have I have a Kyle Poso one. Here we go. This is like one of my older ones. It's a Reebok. There we go. An old Reebok of one of my favorite players, Kyle Poso. Shout out Kyle. Loved it. But yeah, that's an old Reebok one. Definitely the Adidas ones are a lot nicer, for sure. And then this one I got from Isles Lab, the Islanders team store. But yeah, that's everything. I do have like smaller. Oh, I wonder if I have the first Islanders jersey I ever got. So if you don't care about this, I'm sorry. Oh, do I have it? Yes. Okay. So this is my first Islanders jersey ever. I was, I think, 9 years old. This is like when I first became a fan of the Islanders. Look at this one. It's a youth large, extra large. I actually like this style a lot. I wouldn't mind if this was the current home for the Islanders. I like it. And the shoulder patch, really fancy. But yeah, my first Islanders jersey ever. There you go. Thank you, Donnell, for the question. I went down memory lane there with all my jerseys. That was really cool. The Capitals won. Did they win today? I thought the Capitals won the President's Trophy. Yeah. It's the Jets. They won the President's Trophy. Pokemon says I got Leafs in 4. I don't know about that. I think the Leafs are going to choke like they always do. I definitely have Ottawa for sure. I don't know. I joke about when I say the Leafs are going to choke, but I just don't have faith in them. I just really don't. Andrew says, "Hey Grant, what is up, Andrew? How you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? More importantly, Andrew, happy Thirsty Thursday. Let me know how you're celebrating. Not your own channel. When are you going to be starting that channel? Well, it's already up. It's already up. The Moksha Mindset. There's just no videos on it. So it is already up. There's just nothing on it yet. So I just have to get filming, and I'm thinking about making a website for it as well, like a blog too. So it's in the early stages for sure. I just need to spend more time in it, but I'm very swamped with schoolwork. So I'm doing my best. Can you say let's go Blues because they're going to win the cup? There you go. I said it. Let's go Blues. How's the game so far? It's been pretty boring. Not going to lie. Typical Islanders game. Not a lot happening. Columbus hit the post a few times. Boone Jenner couldn't hit the ocean from a boat and missed the net twice. It honestly should be 1-0 Columbus. But Boone Jenner just turned into Stevie Wonder. Jared says they beat my Maine Black Bears, Penn State. Yeah, they throttled them. Penn State. It throttled Maine. That was crazy. Andrew says Islanders 4-2. Lots of high-scoring predictions. Here's Kent Johnson. Saved by Hogberg. Yeah, I feel like the last time I did a stream for Islanders Columbus, Kent Johnson did the Michigan. So we'll see if that happens again. 30 seconds to go in the first period here. McLean sends it down. Gonna watch here and see if anything happens. Yeah, it's basically a neutral zone game. And that'll do it. End of the first, 0-0 shots, 10-6 for the Islanders. But I definitely think Columbus had the better chances and deserved a goal. But Boone Jenner, like I said, just didn't want to score. Maybe he's embracing the tank and wants a better draft pick. That could be. Andrew said Islanders 4-2. Donnell, let me ask, what is that pen on your jersey? Oh, it's a love button. If you go to lovebutton.org, you can learn more information about them. It's essentially just a charity helping underprivileged people around the world. Yeah, the love button. If you go to a Coldplay concert, they hand these out for free. I bought this on my own. But if you go to a Coldplay show, they hand out love buttons because Chris Martin, the lead singer of Coldplay, is like a love button ambassador. So he helps with the love button organization a lot. So it's just a reminder also just to be nice and kind to everyone around the world too. That's also part of their mission, to spread love through the pins, right? That the idea is that you buy a bunch of pins, you wear it, and then you see someone, you give them a love button, maybe give them like 2 or 3, and then they find someone else and gives them a love button, spreading love. I don't know. That's basically it. Lovebutton.org if you want to check it out. But yeah. Andrew says, you read me. I did read you, Andrew. It's the Columbus Blue Jacket Potatoes versus the New York Eye Losers. Love that. Hey, the Rangers didn't do too well this year, did they, Goza? I don't think they did. I just got the Islanders alternate third jersey and Adidas Prime Green last year. That's the one I showed you, right, with the NY logo? If so, love it. I love that jersey. But the new jerseys I did get last year. Let's get rid of this. Jersey I did get last year. Sorry, I'm blanking here. But the new jerseys I did get last year was mostly last year Islanders Adidas third jersey, the Stadium Series, the Rangers Adidas third, and the Stadium Series. Donnell, I'm seeing a lot of Adidas. Have you ever dabbled with the Fanatics jersey? And also, if you don't know, I'm a big Canucks fan as well. If you live in the States, go to vanbase.com, which is the Vancouver Canucks team store. And I need you to check something for me. So I went to the Canucks team store. I went to jerseys because I don't have a home Canucks jersey. I have an away one, and I have the alternate one with like the skate logo, the rectangle with the hockey stick logo one, if you know that one. But I don't have a regular home one. So I was looking for a home one, and I saw they had the Fanatics like ones you could buy or older Adidas ones. But then I saw they sell the Authentic Pros ones, and I thought that'd be fun to have. I've never had an Authentic Pro jersey in my life, so I thought it'd be fun. I looked at the pricing for it, $367 American, because it's the different. They have the price set to Canadian, so it converted it to American for me. So 367, and so I was like, shit, like I guess I'll get it for 367. That's not that much more than like one of these jerseys, right? With the player on the back. I was like, sure. And so I wonder if anyone else gets that same pricing in America, because I did the math, and 367 American is about 500 and something dollars Canadian, which is crazy. So, I mean, what a deal that is for an American. I love that. Because to get a blank Authentic Pro in America, I think it's like $430, $425. So I pulled the trigger and got it. Thank you, taxes. I got a big tax return this year, so I splurged. Sue me, I splurged. Shout out Shannon Hogan with the sparkly jacket here. I like it. Donnell says also the Devils' third jersey at Adidas with Jack Hughes on it. Devil Stadium Series. Wow, she got every New York team. I love it. Andrew says, I am well. Jose, who's going to win, the Islanders or the Jackets? Got to be Islanders. Has to be Islanders. Goza says, still beat your eye losers 92 the other day. Yes, but who's going to have the better draft pick, Goza? Who's going to have the better draft pick? Us. But that was embarrassing. I'll admit. That was one of the most embarrassing moments. I'd say that was a top 5 most embarrassing moments in Islanders history for me. That was bad. That was like mid 2000s bad. Like 2010 Islanders bad. That was really bad. I did get the Team USA 4 Nations jersey in Fanatics. Yes, you did. I did get a Sweden one in that too, from the Canucks team store, because it was so cheap because of the pricing. But yeah, someone go to vanbase.com. If you live in America, get your jerseys there, because you can't beat the currency exchange. The US dollar is very strong against the Canadian dollar. Right, let's do a bracket, everybody. How about this? How does one start out filling a bracket is the question. I'm on NHL.com and I'm not seeing it. Maybe if I go to playoffs. Bracket challenge. Here we go. Play now. Log in. NHL Game Zone. For fuck's sake. I have to make an account. So let's make an account, everybody. I'm not going to share my screen now because I'm not going to show you guys my password. Favorite team. I'll pick Canucks. Sign me up to receive news and offers from the NHL. No. I just want to register. Email already in use. So let's use another email. I don't remember my password for the other one. What? Display name? What should my display name be? Let's go Sorokin. He's number 30. Sorokin 30. Is that good? There's someone out there who put Sorokin 30. You're kidding me. What a joke. Let's do 2 G's. Sorokin double G 30. There we go. What a joke. Who came up with that? I thought that was being unique. Country of residence, Afghanistan. If there are any Afghanistan hockey fans, shout out to you. You're a legend. I didn't think you could get NHL in Afghanistan. Next. I want to get to the bracket thing. Play now. Okay, they've made this way more difficult. Okay, let me share my screen. MCS says, I missed the first period. Did anyone score? No, you're good. You didn't miss a thing, MCS. No one has scored. Let's see if I can share it. This should work. Yes, I can get rid of the overlay. Before I do, shout out the sponsor as well. I forgot to say this at the start. Thank you, DraftKings and Game Time. Use the promo code THPN for both. $20 off your first purchase with Game Time. There you go. Get rid of that. So here we go. Let's do a bracket. So we have Winnipeg and St. Louis. People, what do we think? Winnipeg or St. Louis? Drop it in the live chat. Winnipeg, St. Louis. I'm feeling St. Louis just because of the President's Trophy curse. I think it's going to be St. Louis. And if no one submits their opinion within like a minute, I'm just going to pick it myself. I'm vibing St. Louis in 7. I think it'll go 7. No matter what, it'll go 7. Why am I seeing Brock Nelson highlights, MSG? What's going on? No one sounds good. So I'm going to go Blues. There we go. Got it. We have Dallas and Colorado. Anyone going to pick Dallas, Colorado? Who do we got? This one's tough, but I think I'm going to go Colorado. I think I'm going Colorado. I wish you could predict the number of games. I guess you can't. Random picks. Anyone going once? Going twice? Anyone going to go against Colorado? No. Okay, we're going Colorado. We have Vegas and Minnesota. There we go. First in the Pacific, first wild card spot. Who do we got? Vegas, Minnesota. I think the answer is pretty clear on this one. I think it'll probably go 5 games is a bit harsh. I'll go 6. I'll give the Wild 2 wins, but I think Vegas will get it done in 6. I watched them play the Canucks last night, and I don't know, they just looked like a playoff team. The Canucks came out really hard in the first period last night, but Vegas just stuck with it and took the game over and dominated. Obviously, Vancouver's not great right now, but it impressed me. It did impress me. Anyone? Is anybody out there? Vegas, Minnesota. Anyone out there? Going once. Going twice. This is so much fun. It's going to be Vegas. Look at that. Thank you, guys. LA Canes Oilers. For the 4th, is it the 4th year in a row? Canes Oilers. Canes Oilers. I'll let you guys decide here. Who do we have? Canes Oilers. I think it's going 7 games. I think we're going 7 games. Buzzington action I don't know what that spam comment was. I don't know what that was. On Twitch. I don't know what that was. Canes Oilers. I think it's going to be Canes. I'm leaning Canes. They just are playing really well right now. I think it's hard, man, because you have McDavid and Draisaitl in Edmonton. I just think it's hard to repeat back-to-back years to make a run. Keep in mind, they made it to the finals last year. They're playing off. Oh, I almost fell. They're playing off short rest. Didn't have as long of an off season as other teams, so I'm leaning Canes. Going once, everybody. The community, the hockey podcast community. Anyone have an opinion? Canes Oilers. Going twice. Going 3 times. 4 times. Anyone? Is anybody out there? No. Okay, we're going Kings. We're going Canes. Oh, we can pick games. Lovely. So I think St. Louis is going to go to, let's see. Let's go 7. I think Colorado is going to go 6. Vegas is going to go 6. Canes and 7. Very tight in the West. That's what she said. I guess we'll do East now. First round in the East, we have Ottawa and Toronto, the Battle of Ontario. I know some viewers of the channel live in Ontario, so this is a big one. Let me know who you got. Here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to tell you the matchups, and then you just spam the comments. And if I don't hear anything, I'm just going to roll. So you got Toronto, Ottawa. Let me know. You got Tampa, Florida. Washington, Montreal. And then Carolina, New Jersey. Analytics. Here are the analytics for Toronto and Ottawa. I mean, these stats are completely pointless. Let's be honest. What's NHL.com doing? Who cares? Pretty even stats if you look at it. I mean, goals against, pretty even. Goals per game, pretty even. Power play, pretty even. Penalty kill, pretty even. So, anyone have any thoughts on this? Goza, Ottawa, and 7. That's what I'm thinking. Ottawa and 7. I like it. Tampa and Florida, the battle of the great state of Florida. Never been to Florida. I have no intentions on going to Florida. It's just not my kind of scene. I don't like beaches. I don't like beaches like Bahamas. I don't mind a beach and like Stanley Park in Vancouver. Like that's a cool beach. But I'm not into the swimsuits and the tanning and going to a beach. That's not me. But Stanley Park in Vancouver, love that little beach. I think it's amazing. But Florida's not my scene. Even. Pretty even. Goals per game. PK. Tampa is the edge. Penalty kill, pretty even. Look at Kucherov. Is that real? 121 points this year? What the hell? That's wild. Tampa, Florida. Anyone going once, going twice? I'm going to go Tampa. Washington, Les Montreal Canadiens. I think this one's pretty easy. I don't think Montreal has a chance. I'm going to go Washington. Let's just do that. Carolina, New Jersey. Carolina, New Jersey. Let me know. Who do we have? I think it's hard. New Jersey played without Jack Hughes. Kind of been slumping it towards the end of the season here. Carolina, they were a part of the crazy Mikko Rantanen stuff, trades and whatnot. Very strong end to the year. Depth team, been there, done that team. I just don't see New Jersey getting by them. I think Montreal, New Jersey are the weakest teams in the East. I'm going to go Carolina. I'm going Carolina. Sorry, chat. We're going Carolina, chat. I've always wanted to say that. I know a lot of streamers, like everyone says, chat. Oi, chat. What do you think? I don't talk like that, but it is fun to say. Hey, chat, what do we think? Ottawa in 7, Tampa in 6, Washington in 5, Carolina in 5. I don't think we'll have any sweeps this year. If we do have a sweep, it's probably going to be Washington, but that's hard to have a sweep. Okay, so this is where we are. We got through the first round, everybody. Shall we put a pause on this? The second period is starting. We'll put a pause on this, and I'll leave you on a cliffhanger for the second intermission, and we can finish the bracket, hopefully, with more audience participation. If not, that's okay. I'll just fill it out myself. But let's get the stats back up. Look at all the cars. Very busy. It's like 7 o'clock. Where are y'all going at 7 o'clock? There's too many of you. What's going on? Let's get, here we go. Rum pum pum. Rum pum pum rum pum 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 rum pum 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 rum pum pum pum. Oh, what song? It's a Christmas song. I give my gifts to thee, rum pum pum pum. Here's Horvat. Missed the net. Hit the net, Bo. But yes, I forgot to get it. Let's get a tweet out. I forgot to get a tweet out. Let's get a tweet out. I use ChatGPT to write my tweets, if you couldn't tell. Akron Akeem, by the way, the Twitter. Shameless plug. I need a tweet for the watch along on HockeyPodNet. It's between the Blue Jackets and Islanders. It's happening right now. Use hashtags and emojis. And I always say please at the end because you want to be friends with the AI. You don't want the AI to be pissed off at you. Because when the AI is pissed off at you, that's when bad things happen. Live now, watch along time. It's the Blue Jackets and Islanders breaking it all down. Pull up and hang out. Sure, that works. Pull up, squad, pull up and watch. Hang out. Oh, I've just opened Twitter, folks. I have some breaking news. It's nothing Islanders related, so don't you worry. It'd be crazy if Lou Lamoriello got fired by Scott Malkin. That'd be great. I would love to hear that. But breaking news: the PWHL is reportedly going to announce an expansion to Vancouver. Amazing. I love that. They're going to be my team. That's going to be my team. PWHL Vancouver. Let's go. What's the name going to be? That's going to be awesome. They're going to play at the Pacific Coliseum. Awesome. That is so cool. I love that. Absolutely love it. Beautiful city. Beautiful people. Give them a hockey team. I love that move. But let's get the tweet posted. It is posted. Oh, I forgot the link. Delete it. I forgot the link. They score! The Blue Jackets. Cole Sillinger off the posted in past Hogberg, and it's 1-0 Blue Jackets. 17:39 to go. How did this go in? Let's watch the replay. Look at the Islanders. Bunch of chickens running around with their head cut off. Easy shots at the hash marks. Off the post and in. Look at this defense by Mike Riley. Chasing Sillinger like he's chasing a geese, like he's a dog in the neighborhood street. And it's 1-0 Columbus. Terrible. Terrible. Here it is. Got the link. Here we go. The tweet is out. Akron Akeem. There was the tweet. But yes, 1-0 Blue Jackets. Not too happy about this, everybody. I got to put on my glasses. I got a ring light here. I got 2 monitors here. The eyes are getting sore. Blue light glasses, by the way. Highly recommend. I love them. Helps out with the eye fatigue, and they match the jersey orange. It matches. I also have a pair of red light glasses, which I can get more into the science behind that on my health and wellness show that I'm starting up soon. But really healthy to get these and wear these, everybody. Highly recommend. Wish I could be like the cool kids. I need my charger. My phone's dead almost. Oh, there we go. We're charging. Good save by Hogberg here. 16 minutes to go. One nada Lumbus if you're just tuning in. Wow, the music today is very teen girl vibes. Got Taylor Swift here. Up in, it's like, just go. We're gonna go up in style. We gonna go up. So dun 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 bum ba da 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 bum 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 dun 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 da 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 up in style. It's catchy. I don't like it, but it's catchy. I gotta Taylor Swift up in style. Taylor Swift up style. Hi, you got that long hair, slicked back, white t-shirt, and I got that good girl faith and a tight little skirt. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time because we never go out of style. We never go out of style. Wow, Taylor Swift saying about tight little skirts. I don't know how I feel about that. Pretty raunchy lyrics there, Taylor. Here comes Columbus. It definitely has the vibe of a preseason game. Not much intensity from the Islanders. Columbus looks like they're just kind of going through the motions. The crowd is not into it in the slightest. Not too exciting, really. Berensky missed the net. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner, smash the like button as well. Follow us on the social media pages. At HockeyPodNet is the Instagram, the Gram, and the Twitter or X. Thank you, Elon. If you want to check me out on X or Twitter, @GrantAkeem is my Twitter handle. @Grant_Akeem is my Gram and Tickety Talk. If you're into, like I said, the belly dancing, the twerking, I actually just posted a twerking video. You can check that out on my TikTok, @Grant_Akeem. If you're into that kind of stuff. Thank you to sponsors as well. Game Time and DraftKings. Use that promo code THPN for both. Game Time, $20 off your first purchase. So if you want to go to a Stanley Cup playoff game, which are very expensive, I have no experience doing that, but if you are inclined to go, very expensive, use the discount, get $20 off. Goes a long way. That's basically the price of parking if you're going to drive. So think you get free parking if you use the discount code. But yeah, I hate driving to like arenas, and I'm not a big fan of that. You got to pay for parking, and got to walk all the way. The traffic after is horrible. Much more of a public transportation kind of person. Like for New York, I saw the Islanders at Barclays Center. This is probably back in 17. This is back when Tavares was on the team, everybody. 2017. They're at Barclays Center. We were staying in Manhattan, took the subway from Manhattan to Brooklyn, like 25 minutes, really easy. And then took the subway back, really nice. When I went to UBS this past September, rented a car from Manhattan, took the Long Island Expressway, took like 3.5 hours to get there, maybe almost 4 hours. You park in this big surface lot, and then they shuttle you from the surface lot to the arena. So you got to take a car and then get on a bus and then walk from where they drop you off to the arena. So it's a big task going to UBS. And so I really do commend all the Islander fans who go through all the work to get to the game. And UBS Arena, it's a very nice arena. It was probably the nicest arena I've ever been in. It's just the location sucks, and it's not easily accessible for fans is my big gripe with it. I think everybody liked, they score 2-0 Columbus off a tip. Dante Fabro ripped it from the far side boards. It hit something and goes by Hogberg. The Hog is complaining. We call him the Hog. That sounds a bit sexual to say that, but Butch Gordon said it, so don't blame me. Puck squirts to the middle there. Fabro just shoots it. Goes off something. I think it went off an Islander. Yeah, I think it went off Boquist, maybe? Or it was a clean shot past Hogberg's blocker. Either way, it's a good goal. It's 2-0 for Columbus. The Islanders, this is good for us. Better draft pick. My Islanders family on Twitter can tell me what draft pick we're likely going to get. We are eligible for the draft lottery, which is amazing. If we somehow got the first overall pick, that would be incredible. And during the second intermission, one thing we can do is simulate the draft lottery as well as finish the bracket and see if the Islanders will get the first overall pick. It looks like right now we're drafting. Oh, they just missed Columbus. Almost made it 3. Almost made it 3. This is horrible by the Islanders. But in a way, it's good for us because we want to lose this game. Currently, we're drafting 10th, which is really good. I like that, drafting 10th. It says our odds for the number 1 overall pick is 3.5%. So there's always a chance, just like the Rangers did that one year when they got Alexis Lafreniere. How did that pan out, Ranger fans? Not too great, did it? So hopefully it doesn't happen to the Islanders. Rangers have a 3% chance. Who has the best chance? San Jose, Chicago, Nashville are in the top 3. Boston. Imagine if Boston got the first overall pick. Seattle's 5th. I would love if Seattle got it. Love Seattle. Buffalo. I'd be happy if Buffalo got it. That poor franchise. They need something. I think a first overall pick would help. Yeah, I'm just scrolling on Twitter here, and Luigi Mangione is trending. Why is he trending? Luigi Mangione is indicted on federal charges, one of which makes him eligible for death penalty. I thought we already knew that, people. I thought we already knew that. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that case goes. I'm a big jury duty nerd, court nerd, so I'm always intrigued by trials and whatnot. I actually did serve jury duty last year. I served my country in jury duty in the court system. I was 4-person. Yes, if you don't know what four-person is, it's like you're the leader of all the other jurors. I thought I had to read out the verdict. But thank God I didn't. It was a federal case, by the way, that I was on. It was a federal case in the federal courthouse, so that was cool. Very nice. You get paid for it as well. Not a lot. I forgot how much you got paid for that. It was like under $100, I think. It wasn't much, but okay, it's putting me to sleep. I also did a really hard workout right before the stream and showered, so I'm a bit tired. We got 10:38 to go, by the way, in the second. 10:38 to go. Here's Gatcombe. He's been impressive. I've liked Gatcombe on the fourth line. I think he should get re-signed if he's not already. Play on the fourth line next year. I like what I see out of Gatcombe because we need something to replace that fourth line. Cizikas, Clutterbuck, Martin. We need a replacement for that. And obviously Clutterbuck left this year. It looks like Matt Martin's going to be done. So having a Gatcombe in there would be great. We need to find someone else, though, who's really physical. I wish we still had Ross Johnston. I know he's in Anaheim, but Ross Johnston was a really good guy to put in the lineup as well. Dude is like, I don't know. He reminds me, Ross Johnston, he's like, if you watch the Princess Bride movie, he's like the troll character who helps Wesley and Inigo Montoya. If you watch the Princess Bride, I can try and find a picture. That's such a good movie, Princess Bride. I love that movie. Oh, they're playing my song. Ooh, 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 ooh. Get to the good part. I said a la 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 la. Don't you forget about me. Oh, they score. Wow. Shot through the crease, went off an Islander shin pad, and goes past Hogberg, and it's 3-0 Columbus. I mean, that's a sad goal to give up. I mean, Berensky, I don't know if it went off a shin pad of Voronkov or the stick, but that is terrible defending by Perunovic. It went off his skate, but Perunovic did not do enough there to get Voronkov out of the crease there, in my opinion. Oh, what was I? I was looking up Princess Bride. Troll? Yeah, I need characters. I hate these websites that say we don't allow ad blockers. There's no ad blockers. Piss off. I do it to keep my computer safe. Wesley, Buttercup, Inigo, Fezik. Is it Fez? Yes, Fezik. 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 This would be a fun Halloween costume to dress up as Fezik. See, I would dress up as Fezik. Or Inigo Montoya. Someone who will remain nameless made me dress up as Wesley for Halloween one year, and I didn't like it. Because dressing up as Wesley, I just didn't. It's humiliating dressing up as Wesley. It's humiliating. But I would dress up as Fezik. I like Fezik. Let's see if I can show you. So this is who Ross Johnston reminds me of. Fezik. From Princess Bride. This guy, big, tough, beat the shit out of you, but really friendly. He's an easygoing guy, physique, but if you piss him off, that rock is going through your skull. That's what physique was all about in the movie. Loved him. Such a good movie. I first watched that movie in communications class because my communications teacher decided that we should watch it. For whatever reason, I don't know why, what the educational purpose behind The Princess Bride was. Maybe it was to learn how a story is made. I don't know. But I fell in love with it. It was really good. There's nothing better when you're in school and the teacher says we're watching a movie today. That's always the best day in class, when you get to watch a movie and not have to take notes. I hated with the passion the teachers that said, okay, we're going to watch a movie today, everybody, and then handed out worksheets to fill out with like questions, and then you had to watch the movie and like get answers. I hated that crap. Just let me watch and enjoy the movie, please. Why am I have a note sheet with random questions that ask like, what color was this character's underpants? What color was the flower Romeo was holding at the castle? Like, who gives a shit? Like, I'm watching for the plot. I don't care about details of the set. What's going on? I that was a big pet peeve of mine. Wow, that came out in 1987. That's crazy. It's on Hulu. I might have to watch this tonight. Actually, I might watch this tomorrow night. There's no hockey tomorrow night, so I might watch Princess Bride. Really good movie. Here's a question for the chat. If you could be one character from The Princess Bride, who would you be? Would you be Wesley, the main character? Would you be the girl? I forgot her name. Buttercup? Would you be Buttercup? Miracle, who was Billy Crystal, who I think was he was like a worker at the castle, I think. Mandy Patinkin was Inigo Montoya. I can do a nice Inigo Montoya impression. I can do a really good Inigo Montoya impression. If someone comments Inigo Montoya, I'll do the impression. Wallace Shawn, it was Vizzini, what we just saw. Oh, is it 4? They say high stick. They're saying a high stick. So I don't think it's going to count for Columbus, but we almost had a 4th goal for the Blue Jackets. Puck was batted in the air with the high stick, says the referee. Let's have a look. Got Branson with the shot. Tipped. It did. It had a double doink. It was Johnson's stick. He was ducking. The stick was so high, it randomly hit it and went through the wickets of Hogberg. Actually, it bounced off. It bounced off the ice and went over his right pad. Not 5-hole. Wow, 3-0, almost 4. The Islanders just have no interest in this one, do they? No interest in this game. I feel your enthusiasm at home of people watching this stream. I can definitely feel your energy tonight. Very rowdy chat tonight. Everyone's up for this one. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. The Islanders at this point, it's like I wanted to do this just because it's the last game of the year, but also to watch the train wreck. I like watching train wrecks because it's like so bad that you just need to watch a New York Islander story. We're so bad that you're going to watch us. It can't get worse than 9-2 against the Rangers, can it? Here's Seplikov. Mishandled it. Here comes Columbus. Yeah, it's nice that we're losing, but it's like the players. Where's your pride, man? No pride in the players on the Islanders tonight. Like, where is it? And there was no pride on Tuesday night either on home ice for the fans. There was nothing. Have some sort of dignity, guys. My God, we can't get it out of our zone. Yeah, the guys on the broadcast were just saying it looks like a friendly out there, and I agree. It looks, I mean, preseason's more intense than this because guys are fighting for spots. This is horrible. Six minutes to go here in the second. This period has been very slow. Oh my God, we got the dogs going off now as well. Dogs popping off. Here's Fashing. Oh, Boquist through his legs. Okay, don't forget, during the intermission, we'll finish the bracket that we started in the first intermission, and then we will do the draft lottery simulator, and then we'll take a little break. That's your intermission entertainment, I guess, for this stream. We'll do that. And we need audience participation with the bracket because I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I do know what I'm doing, but I don't at the same time. I'm not good at brackets. Historically, I'm very bad. There was 1 year, though, for March Madness that I did really well. I almost predicted the not Frozen Four, the Final Four. 4:55 to go in this one, 3-0 to the Blue Jackets. Let's take a look at some out-of-town scores. I'm turning a bit Irish tonight. I don't know why I'm turning Irish. Let's take a look at the scores, eh? Flyers, Sabres, 4-2 for the Sabres. In the second, Red Wings, 3-1 over the Maple Leafs in the second as well. Hurricanes, 5, Senators, 3 in the second. Rangers, 1-0 over the Lightning in the second. Penguins, 2-1 over the Capitals. 9 minutes to go in the second. Our game is 3-0 in the second. I'm sorry, I got distracted because there's a commercial of a guy twerking with ranch dressing. I mean, that's where we are. That's the state of the world in 2025. We have people twerking as advertisements for ranch dressing, people. That's where we are as a society. I just want to let that sink in with you. Ranch dressing. And then we have Flames and Kings, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. That game is tonight on ESPN. That'd be a good one. Shout out the Calgary Flames, by the way. I watched the Calgary Flames game. That would have been Tuesday night. Yes, because it's Thursday. It would have been Tuesday night. When they still had a mathematical shot of getting in, but that was when the Wild scored. They scored to force in overtime, and that clinched their spot. And then the Blues were winning, so they got in. So they got eliminated in the middle of their game. And I made a tweet about this. They were down like 3-1 or something like that heading into the third. Nothing to play for because they already got eliminated. And they easily could have just said, fuck this. Let's just not try hard. Save our bodies. Columbus scored, by the way. Let's just save our bodies and kind of get ready for the summer. No, they came all the way back, forced it into overtime, and won the game in the shootout. I think 5-4, right, was the final score. But it just shows you the hearts that the Calgary Flames players have. The passion to want to win, the hunger to win. having that never say die attitude, even when your back is against the wall in a meaningless game, they still want to win hockey games. And that really was awesome to watch. And I'm not even a Calgary Flames fan, but I was proud of them. That was really, really cool to see. Dustin Wolf, by the way, he's going to be an elite goaltender in this league. He was unreal in that game. Dustin Wolf, look out for him. Maybe he'll play for Team USA in the World Hockey Championships. I would love to see it. But he's going to be great for Calgary. You got a good one in Dustin Wolf. But they played tonight against the Canes, so I might watch it just because the Flames are just fun to watch. I really liked watching that game on Tuesday. I don't know if Dustin Wolf was going to play, though. Someone's got to let me know if you're a Flames fan what the projected lineup is going to be. Or I guess I could use the internet. It's going to tell me. Vladar. It looks like Vladar is going to get a game over Wolf. That's fine. Yeah, that'll be fun. Bit of a tune-up game for the Kings. They play the other Alberta team this weekend, I think. And we'll go over playoff scheduling once this game's over, people. So don't worry if you don't know what's going on. But yes, it is 4-0 for the Blue Jackets. 3:48 to go. I didn't even see the goal, really. It was a simple shot that Hogberg probably should have saved. I don't want to bash him because I didn't really see it, but it looked like something he could have. Good save by Graves there. Never heard of this guy before, Graves. But he's playing well. Here's Pierre Enval on a 2-on-1. Elects to shoot it right into the blocker. And we are still 4-0. Here's Tony DeAngelo with the puck. He gets tripped up. That should be a penalty. Ref says play on. That's kind of stupid. But I guess I can riff about Tony DeAngelo a little bit. Many Islander fans weren't excited when we got Tony DeAngelo because of his previous actions at other organizations like the Rangers. He had a fight with Georgiev, I remember, with the Rangers in the tunnel. 5-0, by the way, for Columbus. I'll continue with my story, though. Tony DeAngelo, a lot of, bad press, you could say. I think he liked some right-wing posts on Twitter or something. A lot of people didn't like the move. Personally, for me, I don't care about politics. Like, you believe what you want to believe in as long as you're nice and kind to your teammates and work hard on the ice and off the ice. I could care less what your political beliefs are. And I have that same mentality in life. As long as you're nice and kind to me, I do not care what you believe in. It really doesn't matter. And yeah, so I was fine with it. And he looked really good when he first joined. That was when we went on that nice 8-game winning streak, I think. Playing really good hockey. He had a couple mistakes. I think he scored on our own net in the Minnesota game in Minnesota. But he's looked solid. He definitely belongs in the NHL. He was playing in the KHL because no team really wanted to sign him because of the bad press, if you want to say. He definitely belongs in the NHL. Do I want him to stay for next season? I'm going to say yes. I think he does a lot of things well. He's somewhat sound defensively. He's good at breakouts, transitioning from defense to offense. He's a physical presence on the ice. I like how tough he is in front of our net, protecting our goalie. That's very important as a defenseman. And I definitely think the Islanders have some softies on defense that aren't willing to stick up for their teammates. So DeAngelo will definitely do that. I think he should stay. There's definitely questions about Noah Dobson and whether he's going to stay or not, or if the Islanders will re-sign him. It sounds like the number is going to be $8 million a year if we are going to re-sign him, which is a lot. And the thing with Dobson, yes, he's an offensive defenseman. Yes, he does put up some numbers. Defensively, though, he makes some really bad mistakes that cost us goals. Like, he makes a lot of mistakes. Like, I broke it down on my own channel on the what show? The Grant Akeem show. That's like my hockey show on my channel that I post videos for the Islanders about. He makes some costly mistakes that end up in the back of the net. So if he can clean that up, I'm fine with re-signing him. But if the Islanders are going to do a proper rebuild, I would get rid of him and get as much prospects, draft picks, players, etc. that you could for Noah Dobson. But I do want him to stay, though. I definitely do want him to stay. But if you are going to do a proper rebuild, he's one of the few players that you could get players for. Because no one in our team really is like super popular with other teams in terms of like general managers. Like no one's chomping at the bit to get a Kyle Palmieri. No one's chomping at the bit to get Anders Lee, really. They're kind of just going to be more supplemental players on different teams. We don't have a Tavares or like a big star, really. He's not like a Barzal player. The guys who I listed off, but yeah, something to think about with Dobson. I don't know. That's up to Lou, I guess, this summer. And I guess we're going to get another season of Lou, which I don't like. But we'll see what happens. You never know. Maybe Brock Nelson will come back. Wouldn't be surprised if that happened. But that ends the second period. That was crap on top of crap on top of crap. To quote Gordon Ramsay, 5-0 lead for the Blue Jackets. This team has no pride and is playing like dog shit, is all I can say. That's my analysis. This team has zero pride to play for the crest, to play for the fans, and I don't like it. We'll see what they can do in the third. I also want to see Patrick Waugh get fired. I don't think he's a good coach at all. I think we need to get rid of him. That's just me. Hot take, maybe not. Maybe mild take. I think Patrick Waugh should get fired, find someone else. But 5-0. I get it doesn't matter, but it's like, where's the heart, man? Where's the heart and pride to play for the crest? It's not there. Right, so let's finish our bracket, and then we'll do our draft lottery simulation, and then we'll take a break. Because we've been straight up streaming for an hour and a half now, you and me. I've taken no breaks. Endurance. Look out, ladies. We haven't. That was a bad joke. Let's do the brackets before I say something too stupid for YouTube. Get rid of the overlay. Here we go. We left off. We did the first round. So we have the Blues beating the Stars. Blues beating the Jets. They're right next to each other. It confused me. Colorado beating the Stars. Vegas beating the Wild. Canes beating the Oilers. Ottawa beating the Maple Leafs. Tampa beating the Panthers. Capitals beating the Canadiens. And then Carolina beating New Jersey. So let's go out west. Let's do Blues and Colorado Avalanche. Who do we got in this one? I'll leave it to the chat. If no one in the chat says anything within the next 30 seconds, I'm just going to pick it myself. And that goes for all the matchups because the chat has been so lively today. So we have Blues and Colorado Avalanche. Look at the goals per game. Pretty similar. Colorado scores more goals. Power play is a little bit better, and the PK is better. But one thing I will say to St. Louis Blues, this team reminds me a lot of that team in 2019 that just snuck in, and they made it all the way to the finals. So I'm leaning St. Louis Blues. And we saw what Jordan Binnington does in big games. He did it in the Four Nations tournament against USA. and was elite in that playoff run. I think the Blues are going to make a run this year. So I'm leaning towards St. Louis Blues. Chat, what do you say? No one said anything in the chat, so I'm going St. Louis Blues. Thank you, chat. Next, we have Vegas and the Kings. 30 seconds on the clock, chat, and here we go. Vegas Golden Knights and LA Kings. Here are the stats. Very tight matchup. That's what she said. Goals per game, goals against per game, pretty tight. Power play, edge to Vegas. PK, edge to LA. I'm leaning Vegas Golden Knights in this one. I think they'll make it to the conference final. That's what I'm vibing right now. Anyone in the chat say anything? No one in the chat says anything, so we're going Vegas Golden Knights. Thank you, chat. Let's do conference final. We're on a roll with the West. Let's do the West. So at the West final, the Blues and Vegas Golden Knights. 30 seconds on the clock, chat. Here we go. It starts. I like this is like a game show. I'm a game show host. There are the season stats. Goals per game, edge to Vegas. Goals against, edge to Vegas. Power play, edge to Vegas. PK, edge to Vegas. But the St. Louis Blues are on a run. Will they run to the finals, or will it be Vegas? Will it be Vegas? Who do we have? Who do we think, chat? What do we think? Will it be Vegas? Will it be the Blues? 3, 2, 1. Time is up. What does chat say? Chat said nothing. So we're going to go Blues. Oh my gosh, he's picking the Blues in the finals? You damn right, Chowdy. We're going Blues. Ottawa and Tampa. Second round in the East now. Ottawa and Tampa, 30 seconds. Go. Who do we have? Ottawa, Tampa, season series. Tampa, I think, is going to destroy Ottawa. Anyone in the chat say anything? Anyone in the chat going to say anything? Going once, going twice? No. We're going Tampa Bay. Washington, Carolina. Who do we have, chat? 30 seconds on the clock. Go. Stats. Edge to Washington. What do we think? Do we think Washington's going to do a perfect season with Ovechkin, the goal record, and his cup? I think that's too good to be true. Carolina's a playoff team. I think there's only one answer here. Chat. What do we think, chat? Come on, chat. Wake up, chat. Anything? No? Okay, we're going Carolina. East final of Tampa Bay. They've been there, done that with the Carolina Hurricanes. They've been there, done that, but have never made it over the hump. They're playing Tampa Bay Lightning. Who do we have, chat? Tampa, Carolina. Stats, goals against per game. You give the edge to Tampa. Goals per game, edge to Tampa. Power play, edge to Tampa. PK, edge to Carolina. I think there's only one option here as well. They've been there and done that. I think there's only one option. Going once, going twice. And what does the chat say? They say absolutely nothing. So we're going to go with Tampa. Look at this. So we have Tampa and the St. Louis Blues in the Stanley Cup final for 2025. Who do we have in this one? Tampa or St. Louis? Who's it going to be? Will it be Tampa? They've been there, done that. They've won too many cups. I can't even keep track of how many cups they've won. St. Louis Blues haven't won it since 2019. Who do we have? Who do we have, chats? I feel like Storage Wars. The people on Storage Wars, the guy who's selling the storage unit. Go $200, going once, going twice. Who do we have, chat? Anyone, anything. Chat says nothing. We're going to go Blues. It's going to be their year. St. Louis Blues, Stanley Cup champions. Predict the total number of goals scored in the Stanley Cup final series. Let's go for about 3 or 4 goals per game. So if it goes all the way to 7 times 4 is 28. Let's go 27. I have read and agreed to the official rules. Let's read the rules. No purchase or payment of any kind is necessary. What do you win? Do I get a car? What's the prize? It's not telling me the prize. It must be money, right? Prize, $5,000. $5,000. Look at that. Oh, 2 tickets to what? To a 25-26 event. Well, that's fun, I guess. I could take my trip to Vancouver to see the Canucks if I win. I've never done that. I want to see the Canucks in person in Vancouver. Let's submit bracket. We got the St. Louis Blues winning it all, everybody. Over Tampa Bay. Look at this. Clip this right now. This will be your bracket here. This is a perfect bracket as far as I'm concerned. Perfect bracket. Perfect predicted games as well in the first round. This is perfect. Send it to DraftKings. Book it to DraftKings. There we go. That's my Stanley Cup picks. Now that that's done, let's do our draft lottery simulator, courtesy of Tankathon. That's what the Islanders are doing tonight. Fucking hell. Tankathon. 5-0 they're losing. Joke. Draft lottery simulator. We're going to do this once. We'll see if the Islanders get the first pick. Let's reset it. Let's reset it. So San Jose, Chicago, Nashville, Boston, Seattle, Philly, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Anaheim, Islanders, Rangers, Detroit, Columbus, Utah, Vancouver, and Montreal are the top 16. All have a shot at the first overall pick. Let's do it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's it going to be? Oh, and it's Nashville. First overall pick for Nashville. Pittsburgh moved up to second. San Jose dropped to third. Sucks for them. Islanders stuck at 10th. How many times will I have to do this until it is the Islanders? So we've done it once. Let's do it again. Reset. Second time. Philly first. Okay, third time. Rangers. You're kidding me. Okay, fourth time. Boston. Fifth time. I'm only going to do this 10 times. Seattle. I would love this. 6. It's Philly again. 7. Boston. 8. Pittsburgh. 9. I crashed the website. Let's do it again. 9. The Islanders moved up to second. I would love that. That'd be amazing. We moved up to second. Here's the 10th time. And it's Philly. I think Philly got it the most. Poor San Jose didn't even get it once, did they? Wow. Well, there you go. That's your draft lottery simulator. Let's take a break. I'm tired. I need a rest for the next 8 minutes or so. We'll be back for the start of the third period. Before we do go, thank you to the sponsors, Game Time and DraftKings. Use that promo code THPN for both. If you use Game Time, you get $20 off your first purchase. With that, we'll see you for the start of the third.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Hello, everybody. We're back. Oh. Hello. We're back for the third. Didn't miss a thing. Don't you worry, didn't miss a thing. It's still 5-0 Columbus. Let's get this up. Let's get the stats up. That was a short intermission. They're probably like, let's get this crap over with. Get it done. There you go. There's that. Oh, look at all these different things. I can be here. I could be in the corner where you can't see me. I could be there. Well, I don't know what this is. That's interesting. Half. That I'm gone. Triple. The double. I like this. This one's good. Let's close this. That's a racket with the cards. Yeah, so let's get the glasses. So I look swaggy while I finish this stream and basically put a bow on the Islanders season. Not really a bow. It's more so like a giant turd. Smeared turd on the present is the Islanders season this year. There we go. This is it, everybody. 16 minutes left in the Islanders season. If you're an Islanders fan out there, let me know your thoughts on the season. How do you think it went? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you crying? Will it be Matt Martin's last time with the Islanders? Will he retire? I wouldn't be shocked if he came back again, but I have a feeling this is it based off how people reacted. And he reacted on Tuesday. And shout out to the Washington Capitals, by the way. At the end of the game, they all shook Matt Martin's hand. Very kind gesture. Matt Martin is not Ovechkin, so obviously they didn't have to do that, but that was a very classy move by the Washington Capitals. So shout out them. That was really cool to watch. But yes, if you are new to the channel and just tuning in, we have a big crowd tonight for this one. It's a barn burner in Columbus. Subscribe, follow, like, share, do what you got to do. Hit the bell icon so you're notified whenever we go live here. We got you covered for the playoffs as well. I will be doing hopefully quite a bit of playoff games because I will have more time, especially during the weekday. I'm going to try and do a lot. Horvat almost scored there. That was Graves. He's looking for the you-know-what. He's got a goose egg on the scoreboard, looking to keep it that way, Graves. But yeah, we got you covered for the playoffs. I don't know if we'll do World Hockey Championship because I love watching the World Hockey Championship. So if we're not going to do it on this channel, on my channel, we definitely could. The World Hockey Championships, it's in Sweden this year. So time zone wise, all the games would be during the day before the playoff games at night. So it works out really well if you're a hockey fan. Time wise, there's no like conflicts or anything. So that'll be fun. And this year, the World Hockey Championships this year are going to be really good because NHL players are back in the Olympics. We're coming off the heels, off the Four Nations. Everyone's riled up to represent their country now. So we should see a Team USA roster that's pretty good. Not great because everyone's in the Stanley Cup playoffs and maybe guys don't want to play, yada, yada, yada. But it looks like Canada is going to have a pretty solid roster. So it should be a fun tournament to watch. I always love watching it. USA, I need to look this up again. I don't think they've won that tournament since the 1960s. World Hockey Championship previous winners. Or I should just look up World Hockey Championship USA results history. So at the Men's World Hockey Championships, the United States has earned 13 podium finishes, including 1 gold medal in 1933. The United States has not won the World Hockey Championship since 1933. That's a problem. I'm sorry, that's a problem. That's got to get addressed. That's sad. And it shows that, like, I think Dylan Larkin had a good quote on this, that for whatever reason, guys just don't want to represent their country for hockey in the off season. It's like, I get it. You're tired. You're banged up maybe. But putting that USA sweater on should be the biggest honor of your goddamn life. And why would you turn down the possibility of being able to do that in a tournament and win a medal potentially? I just never understood that. Why would you back down if you were in the playoffs? You still get to play playoff hockey, but for your country, right? It's a tournament. And so I don't know why guys turn it down. It really annoys me. Haven't won since 1933. That is a major issue. So another good reason to go to the World Hockey Championships. Be the first team to win it since 1933. That's crazy. No one was born. No one has been alive that's currently alive right now that has seen that. Maybe, I'm sure, I mean, there probably is someone like who's 90 years old, maybe. But not a lot of people I've seen that live. I mean, they would have been babies when they watched that live, if they even remember. But yeah, look at the silver medals. 4 silver medals, 1950, 1939, 1934, 1931. 8 bronze medals, 2021, 2018, 2015, 2013, 2004, 1996, 1952, and 1949. The U.S. has medaled in 4 of the last 9 men's World Hockey Championships. So it's definitely still, I mean, it's getting better. We're getting to the semifinals at least, but we're not winning in the semis. We just can't get to a gold medal game. We haven't been to a gold medal game since 1950. That was our last silver, 1950. So, I mean, that's unbelievable. I mean, 1933, we're almost at 100 years since the United States hasn't won a medal. We're almost at 100 years. Think about that. Unreal. But yes, that should be a fun tournament to watch and everything. So if you're a hockey fan, don't forget about the World Hockey Championships. That's always a fun one. 12:39 to go here, by the way. 5-0 Columbus. Then Islanders. Crap game. And look at Ilya Sorokin. He just looks like, he's like, why the fuck am I here? He's like, Ilya Sorokin's like, I should be back in Russia on hammock and with a martini in my hand in Siberia. That's what Sorokin is saying. I should be back in the forests just camping. Yet he's here watching this monstrosity. 5-0. The ugliness. Donnell, this is how good the game's been, people. We're getting comments like this. Did you watch the season premiere of Last of Us Season 2, Episode 1 on Sunday? No, I have not. I haven't started watching Last of Us. I have not started. I've been watching, there's a show on Netflix, anime show, Neo Yokio, that I've been watching. That's really good. Love it. Speaking of that, I need to find a YouTube video and send it to someone. While I have time, we can do that quick. It's someone eating a big-ass Toblerone. Let me send this quick. There we go. So I'm just sending a video to someone. That is hilarious. They make like a jumbo Toblerone bar that's like 4 feet long. It's 10 pounds of chocolate. It's a jumbo Toblerone. And someone sat down and ate that in one sitting. It's insane. There you go. Well, I had time. Donnell says, please play The Last of Us games, part 1 and part 2 if you can. You promised. Yeah, it's on the list. That's probably gonna happen in the summer, Donnell. Let's be honest. Because my last class for school ends in June, so I'm gonna have some time, and that's what I'm thinking of, getting back into the gaming. But for now, I'm gonna stick with the streaming on here, and then I'm doing, as I mentioned, the Ricky Gervais show, making videos about that, and then reacting to it, and then getting my health thing started. So it's in the list of things to do, Donnell, for sure. Zarbian says, hey there, what is up, Zarbian? Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a nice night. This game has been atrocious, and I mean atrocious. 5-0 Blue Jackets, 8:14 to go or so. Shots 29-22 for the Islanders. Graves looking for the, I'm not going to say the S word, but you know what I mean. Out of respect for the goalies, I never say the S word. But yeah, if you are an Islanders fan out there, let me know your thoughts on the season. You happy, sad? Are you crying right now? The last 740 of the season. I wish we could just have runtime. I feel like the NHL should instill a rule that if you're up 5-0 in the game, it should just be runtime until the deficit is less than 5. Then you can stop. But if it's 5-0, runtime. Make the games quicker. MLB's doing the same thing with pitch clocks, making the game quicker. I think NHL games should follow suit and make the games quicker, because spending 3 hours every day watching a hockey game is kind of a lot. That's why I really like football, because it's only 2 hours, or soccer if you're American. I call it football because I'm just like that. I'm with it. I'm with the times. It's the world's game, football. It's the world's game. It's only 2 hours. It's 2 hours of your life, and it's over. Hockey games feel like they take forever. The 3 hours. Football's even American football's worse. That's like 4 hours of your life that's gone. So, if there was a way they could do it, less commercial breaks, shortened intermissions, because college hockey does this a little bit. They do 2 ad breaks. They do, I think, 15-minute intermissions. And just by doing that, the games end in 2 hours. If they don't go to overtime, obviously. D'Angelo took a shot right to his penis, it looks like. Smashes his stick on the bench out of frustration. I think he got it in the groin area. So hopefully he was wearing a cup, because that is the worst. It always happens too. Like the one day you don't wear a cup, you always get hit in the balls. That happened to me one time at baseball practice in the summer. I forgot to put on my cup. It was the one time all year I didn't wear my cup. We were doing drills in the outfield. A ball one-hopped me, went under my glove, hit me right in the balls, and I was in pain for several minutes. It hurt quite a bit. And that's always the worst pain, too, when you get hit in the balls. It's like a different sort of sting pain, and it lasts so long, it lingers. The lingering of it is the worst part. And it's a goal for the Islanders. We're talking about balls getting hits. How about Hudson Fasching puts this one past Graves, breaks the shutout with 5:12 to go, and the ex-Golden Gopher makes it 5-1. We should do the Rouser, everybody. No, I'm not going to do it. That's cheesy. That's corny. Gopher. Yay, Gophers. There we go. That's for Hudson Fasching. Good goal. In the slot, easy shot. I think Graves could do better. Went high glove. He was down really early, too. I don't know why he went down so early. But there you go, 5-1. Can the Islanders make a comeback? With 5:10 to go, they're down by 4. I've seen crazier things happen. You never know. Oh, Palmieri hits the post. Empty net. He missed the net. Palmieri, empty net, and he missed. Oh, come on, Kyle. I'm sorry. You're a professional hockey player getting paid like $5 million a year. That's got to be in the back of the net. Stevie Wonder puts that in the back of the net. Kyle Palmieri misses it. That's a joke. $5 million for that, folks. $5 million for that Pratt on the right wing, missing empty netters. Joke. Dobson saved by Graves. That is terrible. Should be 5-2. We'd have a game. We would have a game, everybody, at 5-2. 4:24 to go. Good look at Fasching. He's loving it. Donnell says Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was released today for PlayStation 5. Just got it delivered a few minutes ago, but I already played it on my Xbox Series X. Good game. Gonna play it again on my PS5. Never got into Indiana Jones. I think I had a Lego set once of Indiana Jones, but other than that, not my thing. I watched the movies, of course, but I never got it. I was really young when I watched it, too. I was probably like in 5th grade when I watched that movie. So I'm sure if I watch it again, I might like it more, but didn't really like it as a kid. I was really into The Dark Knight. That came out in like 2010. That's a great movie, The Dark Knight, with Heath Ledger as the Joker. That's one of my favorite movies. That movie was so good. I had that on CD, and on my way to hockey practice in the car, I had a CD player, and I'd watch that on my CD player in the car. Loved it. Such a good movie. With wired headphones, of course, back in the day. Love that movie, The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight Rises was bad. It was good, not great. The newer Batman was not good at all. I've seen whatever the newest Batman was, I did not like. Movies just aren't as good anymore, I feel like, as they were back when I was a kid. I don't know what it is. I haven't seen a movie that's come out now and been like, man, that's like one of my favorite movies. It's always old movies. Like I watch movies from the 80s and I'm like, man, this is like so good. I watch movies now and I'm like, this is trash. That's a nice highlight. They're showing Thomas Hickey's goal in the playoffs against Florida. That was a fun series if you're an Islanders fan. 2016 playoffs against Florida. That was really, really fun. The Tavares took over that series in Game 7. Loved it. Sorry, Game 6. We won it at Barclays. First series win in like 20-something years, 23 years. Big moment for the franchise. Those were the days. I'd rather have that team than this team. I'd rather have the 2016 Islanders over this team any day. Any day. Donnell, I'm not into Indiana Jones like that or Star Wars, but I did get into Star Wars Outlaws for the Xbox Series X last year. Do you like Star Wars? I do and I don't. I like the movies from the 80s. The ones that came out when I was a kid, it was with like Anakin Skywalker. Is that his name? That shows you how much I know Star Wars. Whichever one had Darth Vader in it, that came out when I was a kid. I loved that one. That's a really good movie. I love Darth Vader. He's probably one of my favorite characters. Him and the Joker were my favorites. I like the villains. I like the Joker. I like Darth Vader. I dressed up as both of those, by the way, for Halloween as a kid. Really, really fun. Along with my dog as well. Shout out Dash. Dressed up as Darth Vader and the Joker. But yeah, I'm not a big Star Wars nerd. I saw the new one with Adam Driver that came out a few years ago. That was all right, but again, not my favorites, really. I just think movies nowadays, I feel like it's very censored. We live in a very censored society when it comes to TV and movies. Like, you can't really say anything that's funny or raunchy without getting canceled. So I think that's a problem for why it's not funny. Like, the movies in the 80s were like, they said things that you couldn't say now that I think are funny. And obviously, I'm not advocating for people to like say those things now. I just think it's funny in a movie setting. Like, why not have it in a movie? It's fake, right? It's just a story. But it's funny. Like, they were generally funny. Nowadays, it's just very censored, very scripted. Everything looks CGI and too perfect. It doesn't look like you're filming on a camera. It just looks like animated perfection. Which, if that's your thing, cool. I think it takes away from the authenticity of a movie. I just like the old school style movies when it was just the camera and the people and no fake nonsense. But that's just me. And like, even animation too, like, you watch like new SpongeBob episodes and it looks so fake. This looks ridiculous. The new animation styles don't like. Oh, here it is, the twerking ranch dressing bloke. It's the advertisement for Hidden Valley Ranch where he's twerking for ranch dressing. Like I say, that's society. 2025. Like, people are going to look back in the history books. What was 2025 like? What was time like in the 2020s? It's going to be people twerking for ranch dressing. That's where we are as a society. And I just don't like it. Think like what were people doing in the 1940s? They were in factories making cars. World War II was happening, and 1960s, what was happening? 1970s, very, the hippie age in the 70s. 1980s was all about like kind of more disco synth music and everything. 1990s, technology was starting to happen. 2020s, twerking for ranch dressing. That's what was happening in the 2020s. Crazy. Shout out Hidden Valley Ranch. I don't use the ranch dressing, but shout out Hidden Valley Ranch. I know people like it. I forgot what my initial rant was, Donnell. I got sidetracked with the ranch dressing twerking guy. I think it had to do something with Star Wars. Or movies. Yeah, movies losing their authenticity. I like the older style of filming, in my opinion. Like Breakfast Club, Princess Bride, really good. The older Star Wars, the older versions of SpongeBob, like the new Shrek trailer looks horrible because of the new animation style. Just not a fan of it. Not a fan. Like, people realize that things don't have to look perfect. Like, why are we striving for like everything needs to be perfect? A character can't have a blemish on their face, or whatever. It's like we're humans. Like, we're not perfect. So why does the movies have to look perfect and like something that's unattainable? I just don't get it. But that's what people think nowadays. It's sad. Minute 31 to go, 5-1 Columbus. Look at Matt Martin. I think he's crying on the bench because he knows this is it. Matt Martin, is it his last shift as a New York Islander? Probably one of the toughest guy, one of the toughest guys in the NHL. He was so crucial to the Islanders, who is the team's identity, the fourth line, the identity line. Oh, how did that go in? How did that go in right there? Hogberg giving out gifts. What a joke. 6-1. But Matt Martin, he was part of the identity line with Cizikas and Clutterbuck. Without that line, the Islanders would be nothing. Gave his heart and soul for this club. Love Matt Martin. Sad that this is it. I'm going to miss him a lot. Grew up with Matt Martin. Yeah, it's sad. It's a weird point in time being a young Islanders fan because all these guys that are leaving now, the core of this team, we grew up with. I was like 8 years old when Matt Martin was first on the Islanders, right? 9 years old when Tavares was on the team. Now all these guys are leaving. Like Brock Nelson, I was like 10 when he was on the team. All these guys, it's very sad. And it's like the new wave, new generation of Islanders. It's transitioning now. We're transitioning away from the core. We're getting new players in. It's a weird feeling, but it needs to happen. That's time, I guess. Love the memories of Matt Martin and Brock Nelson, Tavares, all these guys. Here's Matt Martin with the chance. Oh, couldn't get the shot off. But yeah, it's sad, the core is moving on, but that's what this team needs. We'll see what the future holds for the Islanders. Lou Lamoriello has lots of things he needs to do. If he does it properly, we could see a proper rebuild with the Islanders and a bounce back. But if you keep signing old players, we're going to go nowhere. And with that is the 24-25 season for the New York Islanders. It ends in Columbus, game 82. 6-1 loss. We missed the playoffs by quite a bit. I don't know the exact number, but quite a bit. Matt Martin could be his last game for the New York Islanders. Probably will be based on how he's reacting. Hugging Casey Cizikas there. Donnell, embarrassing loss by the Islanders to end the awful season. I agree. Donnell says Lou needs to be fired straight. Everyone has said it. Start new, get younger, rebuild, or retool. Yeah, well, according to Arthur Staple, Lou Lamoriello will stick around for another year. So we'll see what he does in the summer. It's a big summer of the season. Oh, wow, look at this. The Blue Jackets, they're all going to shake hands with Matt Martin. This is crazy. That's so nice. This is a cool moment. Everyone's shaking hands with Matt Martin right now. That's really cool. That's crazy, man. It's not like he's Ovechkin. It's not like he's Sidney Crosby. He's just a tough guy. He's a guy that you hated playing against. You loved having him on your team. The respect that he gained around the NHL is amazing. All the Capital players shook his hand. Now the Blue Jackets players. Very classy by the Blue Jackets, by the way. Very, very classy indeed. Really, really cool moment here. And there you go. He's down the tunnel. Blue Jackets going to salute the fans here. Great season for Columbus, too. Just missed the postseason by a few points. A bright, bright future in Columbus they have. they're going to be a fun team to watch. But for the Islanders, we'll see what Lou Lamoriello does in the summer. Like I said, the big summer could alter the course of this team, of this franchise for the foreseeable future. Hopefully he does the right thing, gets rid of all of our veterans, rebuilds. That way he can leave the Islanders in a better way, because if he keeps signing older players, I think the fan base is going to really turn against him. If they've already turned against him, but I think everyone will. It's kind of split at this point. And it'll kind of tarnish his legacy, because I will say, without Lou Lamoriello and Barry Trotz, we wouldn't be the team we are in a way, because we went to back-to-back East Finals. You know, this team did something that, for my generation of fans, even if you're under the age of like 40 or 50, you were never alive for the dynasty years in the 80s. So it was the first time we had any success with this team. You know, we made it to the East Finals for the first time since it was like the 90s or something. It was incredible, and something that we probably won't see for quite a bit. So I do want to thank Lou and Barry Trotz for doing that. I just think they've extended their stay. Barry Trotz is gone. I think Lou just needs to go. He's just not with it anymore. Get a younger general manager that looks ahead to the future instead of solving the problem, like short-term, dealing and short-term signings, and not thinking about the future, is how it affects the future. This team needs a massive rebuild, but we shall see what happens. With that, season's done. Glad it's over. We'll see if the Islanders can win the draft lottery. That'd be fun. In our simulator, they got up to second. We ran it 10 times and they got up to second, so that was cool. Hopefully that happens. That'd be amazing. Hopefully they don't trade it away. Lou's known to trade draft picks. Hopefully he keeps it. 3 stars of the game. We'll give the first. Let's give the second. Let's do a 3rd star. I gotta end the stream because I'm not talking right. Oh, I don't even know. It doesn't matter. 3rd star. I'm gonna give it to a random person. Fabro, 3rd star. 2nd star. Zach Werenski. Actually, let's do Graves. Werenski and Graves can share the 2nd star, and then 1st star Matt Martin. Last game probably ever for the Islanders, so we'll give it to him. Congrats on a great career for Matt Martin. Loved every second of watching him. Sad to see him go, but time to move on, in my opinion. Right, that is it for me with the New York Islanders for this season. We'll be back next year if you're an Islanders fan. But it's not the end of the season, though. We have playoffs starting on Saturday. I'll probably sign up for a game either Saturday or Sunday. Probably Sunday, because I'm free on Sunday now, at least this week, because it's Easter. There's no hockey game for me on Easter, so we can definitely do a watch-along on here for the playoffs. Maybe Ottawa, Toronto. That would be a fun one to cover. But yeah, with that, I'd like to thank everybody who's tuned in this season on the channel for the regular season. Thank you so much. This was a blast. Maybe not as an Islanders fan. It could have gone a lot better, but I appreciate everybody who's tuned into the Islanders streams on the channel. It's a pleasure to watch the team. I love watching this team, even when they suck. I know I bash them a lot, but I do love this team with a passion, and I just want them to do well and win a cup. So that's where all the hatred, I guess, and pessimism comes from. It's out of good faith. I want this team to win just like you, and hopefully it will happen in our lifetimes. That's the goal, right? To see a Stanley Cup in our lifetimes. Hopefully it'll happen, but you never know. You never know. Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you are new, feel free to subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner, smash the like button as well. Follow us on our social media pages at OccupyNets, the Insta and Twitter. If you want to check me out on Twitter, @GrantAkeem is my handle. @Grant_Akeem is my Instagram, and Tickety Talk. On TikTok, I do lots of, like the ranch dressing guy, lots of twerking, lots of belly dancing, very raunchy stuff. So if you're into that, check me out on TikTok. Thank you to the sponsors as well, Game Time and DraftKings. Use that promo code THPN for both. With Game Time, you get $20 off your first purchase. So if you want to see a playoff game this year. Use that promo code to get $20 off. Right. Don't forget, we have you covered for the entirety of the Stanley Cup playoffs. So click the bell icon so you are notified when we go live. And I always like to end every stream on the channel by saying it is such a crazy world out there. So I'm sending all my love, like it says back there, from me to you and to everybody around the world that could use some love right now. Hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing okay. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And we'll speak to you soon. We'll see you for the Stanley Cup playoffs.